Hello. Did I catch you off guard, ma'am?
I went to take a bite and something fell out on my shirt, and I was like, I'm fine. Hello, everyone.
You never know when that's going to pop in right at the right time.
At least it didn't choke on water like we did backstage the other night.
Hello, Art in Abandonment Adventures. How are you doing today? Hello, Lillian. How are you doing today?
Hello.
What a beautiful, kind of spring like day we've been having for a change. You know, I don't know if you feel this way, but when we go from like 32 degrees to like almost 80 the next day, it's like, what'd you do with spring?
Yeah.
Can we get a little bit of sweatshirt, spring coat like atmosphere? I mean, it's great for like raking up the yard and starting those spring bonfires if you've had a lot of um wet wetness in the ground to prevent wildfires and stuff like that. um then you see all the little babies coming out of their habitats, and it makes you feel really good.
Really.
Yeah. Lillian said, I actually checked the mail in just a t-shirt. I hope you had pants on underneath, ma'am. And not just the shirt.
Crystal, you know how close that can come out?
You didn't wear it, did you?
No, I was just about to take a sip. Well,
I was out today and actually didn't have to put on a coat. So I went out in just a little t-shirt here today. It's currently, well, if you ask my computer what it's currently doing, it will tell you it's raining. And I'm telling you, I'm looking out the front bay window right now. It's not raining. So let me.
cloudy. Once it's cloudy, it's cloudy.
Let's ask Alexa what the temperature is today. Alexa, what is the forecast here for my area?
The current weather is 42 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Tonight, you can look for rainy weather with a low of 42 degrees. Enjoy your evening.
So it's 43 degrees out currently with cloudy skies. And tonight, it's only supposed to get to 42 degrees and a little rainy. But this weekend is going to be fantastic, they said.
Yeah.
So they're talking. Let's see if you've got the same kind of weather. 75 degrees tomorrow with a low of 54. Sunday, 78 with a low of 56. And then like Monday is supposed to be like 60 with a low of 38. And then it tapers off a little bit into the 40s. Wednesday gets a little chillier with the high of 39. But then after that, it kind of goes back up into the 50s to the 60-degree weather. So I'm hoping, knock on some wood, we are in the trend of seeing spring like weather, and I can get my grass raked, I can get the twigs picked up and burned, and we can start setting up my yard for summer like conditions. Yes.
I hope so. I'm gonna like to clean up the patio and get my lawn furniture put out.
Yeah, me too. That's what we got to do. Well, we don't have a patio. I just have like backyard furniture. So our one swing is by the bonfire pit. And then I have a glider rocker that's up here by so I have two different pits. I have a pit way out back for like the large brush and stuff like that, the leaves and everything we burn. And then up front, I have like a small portable like little campfire pit that I can take wherever we go if we chose to go to a campground that necessarily doesn't have um, a fire pit per se. So Art Abandonment says it was 85 there today and sunny. Lillian says it was 58 degrees there today.
Nice.
AAA said mid 80s for the weekend and part of the week. That's amazing. Like, that makes me feel good to hear that them type of weather conditions are going to actually be coming more and more and more. For those that watched Roy and Becky today, they were rocking like a sailboat wherever they're at. Like literally, you could see them sitting in their dinette. The camera would be facing them, and then all of a sudden, you see Roy and Becky go,
Crazy.
"Yeah, for sure, for sure."
What is it? Do we have any breeze here? Not moving too much.
No, and I just had a pop up that said that there was rain on the way in like the next 10 minutes. There's not a dark cloud in the sky right now.
Oh, I see you cleaning up my plate. Thank you.
So
Yeah, 43% at 7 p.m., 69 at 8 p.m., 83, 84% around 9:10. Then it drops down. Yeah, you got it all. Go lay down.
So yeah, I thought today would be a good day to kind of do a little pop up. Hey, Cruising Scene, thanks for stopping in. They're at the Dairy Queen with their grandson.
The blizzard would be really good right now.
I know. I was so sad. We normally go to, so the first day of spring, they always do free cones at Dairy Queen here where we live.
Yep.
I missed it.
Oh.
I was taking my mother-in-law home and I was like, why is there such a big old line at Dairy Queen? And when I say a big old line, this line went around the building, down behind the bank, back down the bank, and back out the back street and down the road.
Wow.
Hello, Lance.
I know I don't know if we have a free cone day or I know ours gets big when they have it's like Miracle Network Day, which is one of the things that helps out like sick kids hospital and stuff.
AAA, the best person to ask for all of that would be Fordman, aka Kenneth Oakes. He is really good at keeping who goes live on what days. Normally, my original pop up live stream is on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. And Michael Ann goes Thursdays at 6, and then followed by some great content creators right after that. And she raids the next person, and the next person raids another person. So it's really kind of cool to get in and see all that as well. But yes, definitely check with Kenny if you're looking for some good people to follow and get into, because Kenny will tell you who goes live on what day and what good channels to watch. Kenny's really, really good at that.
Well, if you like this, follow this one. If you like this, follow this one. This one does this. This one does that.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so I just kind of, I had to go do a few things. Livy's off with her girlfriend now, and my oldest called and he goes, Mom, I need you to come up here. I need to talk to you about a few things. And I was like, okay, what's up? So I go up there. Today was his birthday of all days, and he got called into work. And I'm like, so, we talked for a few minutes, and then I was like, well, have a good day at work. I love you. Call me later on tonight. He goes, I will. So.
I seen your post.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Michelle. How are you? So, guys, our topic is spring. What spring things have you noticed around your area? I want you to put it in the chat of something that you have
What,
seen.
were your ears burning there, Sean?
Do not visit the Down Under cruisers. They drive on the wrong side of the road. No, no, no. AAA, if you want a really good content creator who's very, very nice and he's from the Down Under area, visit the Down Under cruisers and Helping Hands for Cruising.
They drive on the correct side of the road.
They're a very nice couple. They are from Australia, and we are actually going on a cruise meetup in October. I think we have what, my friend? 100 and what is my
It'd be
countdown?
175 days to the cruise, but 173 until we fly. 73 until we fly out?
173 days, 5 hours, 23 minutes, and 34 seconds. But who's counting?
Till we fly out.
Yeah, so we fly out. We are going to
So
be birds of a feather that flock together.
hello, Michelle.
Hello, Darian. Yep.
Oh, excuse me.
175 days. Do, 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 do.
So you said 174 yesterday. I thought it was more than that, but that's until we fly. Until we cruise.
Yep.
Until we cruise, I looked at the Hub app and it said 175, 17 hours, and 22 minutes.
Woohoo! Cannot wait. I'm getting excited as the days go on.
I am too, especially with the weather warming up and stuff. And it's like, oh, I have a debt paid off in a month, and then the rest of my earnings are going towards my savings for the cruise.
So I noticed some things around here that have set my eyes that spring is officially here. My first sighting that spring is officially here is the robins that come to Michigan. Officially here.
I've seen robins today, and a pair of cardinals, a few other birds. I wish my friend Brian was around. He's a bird crazy guy, and he tells that's a this and this is that. That's a well, that one up there. Oh, that's a starling. That well, I thought it might be, but I couldn't see the wings whether it had red on it or not.
Right. Yep. Nope. And then my next beautiful thing that we have talked about for spring is, I would have to say, I saw a baby bunny for the very first time, and it was only like this big.
Oh.
And you know how bunnies normally look like brown? They're normally like a brownish, grayish color. This one was it was spotted, kind of like a baby deer. It had like a lot of white spots and gray spots through it. It wasn't brown at all. So I'm like, I don't know. It was kind of cute. Did you freeze up on me?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, like, where did she go?
You know the multitasking thing. As soon as you get on something like this, somebody has to message you.
I agree with you 110%. So let's see here. Darren saying howdy to the Down Under Cruisers. He is looking forward to the cruise. And Sean doesn't think I'm excited enough to want to go on the cruise. Really? Do you have your bungee smugglers ready to go there, Sean? Because I have my see-through bikini ready. Lillian said that she sees lots of rain in her area. But she does see flowers blooming.
I've seen daffodils today.
Yeah. Hello, Ash Tunes. How are you doing? I hope all is well. And I know he is in spring mode because he is doing fairs in the lower states. Is that right, Ashley? He's a a characteristic drawer. He draws cartoons.
What was it? Caricatures?
Yep, hold on, I'll go get mine. I'll be right back.
I'll say that's a new name to me. Nice to meet you. Hey Meg, how's the moving going? I'm doing pretty good, Meg. Got up early this morning and come home looking at a video and went for most of the day.
So he did this drawing of me and my
Oh,
husband
nice.
at one of the meetups.
I've seen that on your
Yep.
intro, isn't it?
Alana packed his Ziploc bag.
Oh, that's what I should have done today. I have an idea for another short. I should have gone to that place today. That's an idea for next Thursday. I'll put it on my calendar.
He said, yep, he's sitting at a booth right now in the fair in Live Oak, Florida. That's amazing, Ashley. I hope all is doing well for you and things are going really good out there for you, my friend. Hello, Meg. Thanks for stopping in. Mr. Sean, you better get that bag by the front door. Just saying.
I don't want to miss it.
Right?
Oh, be careful, Meg. I don't want you to hurt yourself. That's what I've done, moving, overexert myself and then hurt for the next week.
Oh, I know. I know that feeling.
I agree with there, Meg. Hope Sean and Lon are feeling better. Caricature?
Yeah, that's it. I can't say it.
Hard to pronounce, just say funny portrait.
There you go. Pictures of us in cartoons almost.
That sounds good, Meg. Make your brother do it. You can supervise. Fred had an eye doctor appointment today, so he needed a driver afterwards. So he picked me up, went to his appointment. I sat and did some notes while he was in his appointment, and then he took me out for breakfast afterwards. So, yep.
Okay. I'll be right back, guys. Got to go do something. Michael Ann's going to take over for me for just a minute.
Oh, now you're in trouble. I'm gonna make my brother move. Yep, seen that one. Sean says, Meg, yes, moving in the right direction. Yep. So what else? What other signs of spring have I seen? We've had rain. We've had some bunnies. We've had the daffodils today. My son and daughter-in-law are moving into a new house, so they got all kinds of plants bulbs that are coming up. I'm not sure what. It'd be interesting to see those maybe this weekend and see if they're in flower. Or maybe I'll get some pictures and post them on mine. What else? Hoping to go to a conservation area that's really beautiful and it's got some waterfalls and lots of scenery. That'll be another beautiful sign of spring. About the 1 year, a few years ago, we had lots of runoff. That waterfall, it's usually a nice trickle, and it looked like Niagara Falls. It was coming down so hard. Oh, no worries. I don't have to give anybody a bath. My son decided to jump in the shower, so actually just got over very painful kidney stone. I'm feeling 110% better since it passed. And those are no fun. 84 degrees today. Sure picked the wrong day to move. But hopefully it's a sunny day and not a wet 84 degrees. We haven't got up that far yet. Drinking one thing about water ever since. Never wanted to go through that. You know, that's all I drink pretty much is water. That's what this is. A little dry, so I have to refill after Crystal comes back. It's a beautiful but hot day. No, I think I'd rather move on a warmer day. I've moved a few times in winter, and that's not fun either. Or moved my cousin in a really after a really bad snowstorm. That wasn't trying to clean snow up stuff, trying not to fall on your butt. I don't have anybody I missed up here saying hello to. Anybody? I think I got said hello to Lillian, Michelle, Sean, Art and Abandonment, Lance, Sharon. I'm just scrolling through here. Winter there isn't so bad. No, not unless you have snow. Winter's not too bad. Lillian's got to run. See everybody later. Excuse me, Meg saying hi to Sharon. Hi to Lillian. Unfortunately, I can't click on the things, but I can read them. So, what's everybody's plans for this hopefully beautiful weekend? But one weekend I don't have plans yet. Next weekend, my son's got live action. My oldest son's got live action role play, and I help out with that. And somewhere between now and the end of May, he's moving. And they're going away for a weekend, so I get to kitty sit. 2 little kitties. One that's a year old and one that's 3 or 4 months old. They're so cute. One's totally brown, the other one's white, and it has a little gray and white, almost like a little raccoon tail. It looks like little rings. Her name's Misty, and the boy is Mochi. Sharon's driving. Drive safe. Mike's going to be unpacking and getting in the pool. It's gonna be nice when it warms up to that kind of weather. Fortunately, I don't have access to a pool. Got the lake, but it doesn't warm up till about August. Yeah, I thought Mochi was a little weird, but she likes a lot of Japanese-inspired stuff, so it was named after the little desserts, I guess.
A kidney stone, Ash Tunes. Ouch.
Driving a lot of drinking.
A lot of caffeinated sparkling water, because I think all that caffeine is what caused kidney stone.
You gotta watch the salt intake too.
Yeah.
Sodium levels and stuff.
Yeah. Next week, it's the 333. Just saying.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here's trouble. There's something on my glasses. I don't like looking through blur.
So, guys, on Tuesday, I am going to be doing a special live stream, and I'm going to be putting up a GoFundMe link for a young man and his family that go to school with my son up north. They had a mobile home fire and they lost everything. Um, they only need so much money to rebuild because they did have insurance and they did have um, other things put in place to save them a little bit, but it's more or less to pay for the stuff that they lost, like clothing, shoes, stuff like that that they're trying to raise to replace for the kids. I know the one kid plays football with my son, so my son had reached out to me and asked me if I could donate. So I told him I could do one better. I am going to post the GoFundMe link up on the top of my pinned for the day. And we're going to go ahead and see if we can't raise some money for this special family that has lost everything. So it would mean the world to me. And I know somebody who is doing a bake sale up there, and I sent my mom $200 today to go out and get all the baking things, cookies, pies, whatever they could, and drop it off to that family for their bake sale to help raise money as well. And I told her what's ever left, just donate it to the family. So that's what they're doing.
It's a great idea.
Meg, have a great day. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, everybody was out, I believe.
Yes, everybody was.
Be careful moving. Don't hurt yourselves.
Ashtunes, I'm going to be honest with you. I've had one kidney stone really bad. And then the only thing I've ever gotten since the first kidney stone after that, and I switched from dark, like drinking dark colored, like caffeine, anything dark, I got rid of it. And I went to light stuff, and I don't drink as much, maybe one thing a day. And I'm even trying to kick back on that and drink more water and other things to help keep my system flushed. The only other thing I've ever had was a really bad not a kidney infection, but like a it's not a bladder infection, it's something else in there that I had that was really bad infected that put me in the hospital for 5 days. So as long as you stay away from the dark colored stuff, you should be okay.
I try to think that the little girl I watch after school. I remember when we first started live action role play. That one of those first weekends, her dad ended up in the hospital with kidney stones. I'm not sure if he's had any since or not. I know he changed some of his diet. Probably not as much as he should have.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at what somebody sent me.
I know he's drinking some more water now, but he's still every so often I catch him drinking energy drinks. It's like that doesn't help.
I cut those right out. Right out. I used to be addicted to the Bang energy drinks, and I mean I could put 4 to 5 of them down a day. Like no problem whatsoever.
He was drinking monsters like they were going out of style, and it's like
I have a special guest. Dum dum dum. Dum.
Hang on a minute. You said you had a special guest and you got me?
Yeah.
you went dum da dum dum. That wasn't very nice.
No, that's right.
How you feeling?
A lot better.
Good.
That's clear.
A lot better. I just wanted to say there's one way that you guys know you're having spring.
What's that?
Us in jumpers,
What you wait?
us in overcoats and hoodies.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go into spring and we get cold.
Oh, so now you guys are in coats, huh?
Yeah, well, we're headed that way fairly shortly.
We're going to spring. You guys go into fall.
Now you don't
That's
get
it.
snow there, do you?
Not where we are. Like we'll get some slightly higher mountains. I don't know. Am I frozen?
We can hear you, but your camera's frozen.
Yeah. It's having a nappy rash. Doesn't matter. Let it catch itself up in a minute.
Michael Ann was having that issue yesterday.
Oh,
Mm.
last night it drove me crazy.
Yeah. When I get off the live here, I'm gonna just shut the machine down, throw it out the window, give it a shake up, and then put it back in again and start it up again.
I was really close to that last night.
Hmm.
Honestly, people was talking. We were talking backstage, and like every third word, it would freeze, and then the buffer, and the three more letters or words, the buffer, and then three more buffer. I was like, I ended up rebooting my computer, and it helped.
So,
Yeah, it usually does.
did you get to see the beautiful cruise ship come in?
Oh man, seriously, every camera that we could find was on there, and because Sydney's like 1,000 kilometers away from us,
Okay.
so there's a couple of webcams that Sydney has, and one of them sits at Taronga Zoo, and the view it's got, you've got the harbour bridge on the right hand side, with the cruise port, the opera house, and then the rest of the harbour to the left.
Hmm.
So we could see the ship come on in, and then just as it is about to make the turn in, it died.
The ship
Oh,
died?
No, the link.
Oh,
oh, jeez.
So I ended up being on Facebook on somebody else's webcam, and that was great.
good.
So yeah, we
Good.
did see it get in, but hey, the one that's supposed to work didn't work. It obviously worked for the news reports because they used it. They just grabbed the whole thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, not working for you,
Right.
kiddly little Victorian.
Well, good. I'm glad you guys got some cruise ships back on over there
Oh,
for
thank
you.
God for that. Let me tell you, thank God for that.
And it's probably a good feeling too. You know what I mean?
Well, it means that it's almost feeling like you guys feel with spring. You know, you've been
Right.
snowed in for the whole winter, and then suddenly you see this bird, and it's like, oh my God, the world's opening up.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yep, that's the way we feel.
For sure. Like, so just like you said, the whole thing with it's winter, it's cold, you're stuck in the house unless you really like to go outside and play in that stuff,
Yeah,
and you see people that go outside and stand around a bonfire, maybe have a few cocktails or shoot the bull with each other or whatnot, and you're like, that's not my cup of tea. And then once you see those beautiful robins hit the green grass, you're like, oh, spring is here. And then
correct.
3 weeks later, we get 7 inches of snow.
Yep, yep, that's okay. You can handle the 7 inches in 30 minutes later, but hey, when it's there, it's, you've got all the fun happening. What, Kenny? You got all the fun going on, while the initial robins appear. It's awesome. It's just so breathe the fresh air.
Ash Tunes, thank you for that message. I did not know that. Kenny, triple A.
Yeah, I knew that.
No, triple A would like to know if you could. Do you have her on Facebook?
I I thought I did, but I don't think I don't even know what her name is on Facebook.
Okay, if you can send me something about who goes live on what days, I would like to send that to her because she
Huh?
would like to get into something. So, like, she could go live and then maybe send her group to us or put her in between one of us so that way we can send our group to her and help. Let's help build each other up here, because that's what this community is about,
Yep.
friends and friendship and everything like that. Like, my heart goes out to a lot of people right now.
Yeah.
Um, Talking about heart going out to people, I'm also interested to know if anybody has got somebody that might be benefiting from being able to go on a cruise. We've got the Fantastic Studios group cruise happening in March of next year.
Okay.
And they've said that they would be happy to facilitate a recipient. So we're looking for a video from somebody who puts forward a recipient so that the board can vet it, and then we can get that recipient on board of the Fantastic Studios group cruise. I know that
Okay.
Meg is going on that cruise. We'll have Matt and Kimber from Fantastic Studios going on that cruise. They've got a cruise that's building up, so let's get as many people on there as we can.
And that's for next year, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Next March.
Okay.
Next year, March. Yep, it's 12 to the 15th or 19th of March, something like that. Helping Hands for Cruising, the YouTube channel and the Facebook page will have all the details by the end of tomorrow.
Okay. Good. And
Yes.
then I can run that in my video too.
There's about 3 cruises that we're looking at currently.
Okay.
That's great.
The one in October, which Mr. Kenny is on. Then the one in March with Fantastic Studios, and then we've got one coming out of the UK as well.
Okay.
And they've got a recipient there. We're just waiting on videos so that we can vet it. And 2024.
Down under.
Yeah, we're just trying to put something together for that one.
And then, isn't that the year we're going to Vegas?
September 2024.
Yeah.
Was it V 2024?
Yeah. V 2024
Yeah, that's you girls having a dirty weekend.
with Kenny.
Oh. The mind boggles.
I got to get going on that. So I will be asking you, Mr. Sean, a lot of questions
Sure.
Turns 30.
because we are going to do something with Mr. Fordman here for his birthday.
He turns dirty 30.
You mean you're going to buy him a birthday present?
No, we're taking him to Vegas, baby.
Now, you got to do it in style, right? You've got to have the gold painted wheelchair.
We're going to take him to
Because-
Vegas, and then we're going to take him to California.
Because Kenny does not roll in the walker, right? Kenny only rolls in the golden wheelchair.
We'll get you a golden wheelchair with those ladies with the furry hats and everything to push you down the street.
Oh,
Yes,
cruising, yeah.
cruising scene. You did
And the
hear Vegas.
chains, and the chains, and the
Bling, bling.
that's too
Rocket.
what do you call those? That's too Rasta almost.
Too much risque.
Oh, that's it. Bit of that, yeah.
Okay. I'll get him the cop girls with the batons.
Stop it. You'll like that one.
Yeah, so this is kind of what I'm thinking, and Michael Ann and I have talked a little bit about this. Maybe doing a huge Airbnb
Mhm.
and getting a bunch of us to go in on it together.
Mhm.
And then that way we could get maybe rent a 20 passenger van.
Mhm.
And that way we can all pile in, we can all park at
Oh,
one
nice.
establishment, and we could take that all over the place. We could go
Yep.
out to the Grand Canyon because Kenny's never been to that.
Me either.
I can take you to a couple of roadside attractions. Hot Springs.
Oh, you said hot springs.
Hot Springs.
You had me at attractions.
Those are
Roadside
attractions.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
That's the way she said roadside attractions. I'm like,
No, it was the way, exactly, with the attraction. Like, seriously.
We could
really?
go see the ghost town. No. We're not going to go. Well, maybe the ladies will go see the Thunder.
Yeah,
Come
that's
Down
what I was just
Under.
going to say. Thank you.
Kenny's not going to want to go see that.
Well, maybe that's a night of rest, or
Maybe the men will go one place and the women will go the other way.
that sounds perfect.
Yeah, but what are you going to do with Kenny?
He'd go with the men. You guys could,
Those guys can go to that place you talked about, the restaurant where if you don't eat your thing, then you.
yeah. They can slap his hiney with a big old paddle. And we don't mean take your tongue and slap your brain, Kenny.
Man, Kenny, I don't think you understand just how lucky you are, my friend.
He's a good kid. He deserves it.
I really do not think you are fully aware of what you've been gifted over the last 12 months. It's just a feeling I have.
A huge family. You have too many moms and aunties and
big hearts. Big hearts.
I just pray that you are as grateful as we think you are.
Yes, I am.
I could tell by that look on his face.
Very much so. Oh, and hang on a minute.
I think he's going to step on that cruise, and the first thing he's going to do is there's going to be a tear in his eye.
Well, that'd be nice to see.
As
I'd know that tear was meant from love and affection, and from gratefulness. Then whatever. But I do believe that there have at times been the feeling that Kenny doesn't realize exactly what he's got.
Yeah. And then when I think he does, it's like he doesn't know how to form the words a little bit, maybe? Is that right, Sir Kenny?
It's a little much.
That's why.
Yeah.
It's not. We don't need the words, mate.
Raisha, actually, there will be a lot of video taken. Now, there might not be videos that come out while we're there. They will probably come out when we all get home.
Trust me, there'll be videos like weeks and months after we get home, but there'll be videos. There'll almost be videos of every time Kenny goes to the bathroom, pretty much.
No.
Everything that goes in Kenny's mouth will be videotaped. Okay.
There'll be what? There's 20 YouTubers going? 20
Yep. We've got 20 cabins, and of those 20 cabins, I think there are 6 that are not YouTubers. They're just supporters.
That's still that's a tremendous support, even okay, I am a YouTuber, but I'm also a supporter. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I'm super, super excited about it.
Kenny, don't worry about Tinder. Stay focused on the show.
I'm multitasking as usual.
I can tell, mister.
Kenny?
Yes?
Why are you getting your glasses fixed today?
I wound up sleeping the whole day away.
What time did you go to bed last night, Kenny?
Or this morning?
I didn't go to bed till about 7 o'clock this morning.
What are we going to do with you, boy?
So, Kenny, you've had 2 hours sleep.
Till 7 o'clock this morning.
And it's 9 o'clock this morning.
Over there.
Over there. But it's 7 o'clock here at night.
Reach down and tickle his brain a little bit, Michael Ann.
Oh, stop it. I like it.
But
But
I did not wake up until about a little bit after 1 o'clock.
I'm going to be rude. I need to head out. I've got the Fantastic Studios live stream to prep for, and our live to prep for. I want to thank you very much for having us up.
Yeah, thank you for stopping in and seeing me. Or
See you
seeing
in the
us, I
dark.
should say.
Talk later.
Yep, we'll see you in a little while.
Bye.
That's like the time I could have walked down to Tennessee and put a screw in those glasses.
Right?
Oh.
Penny, you better get them fixed because you're going to need them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
Things won't seem so blurry when you're on the ship. Well, I'm glad he is doing better. He looks better.
Too many of my friends are under the weather this week.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for
Something
sure.
in the air or what's going on?
Yeah. It's spring, I'm telling you. Spring has sprung.
Which one is there? You get that spring and you go, yeah, I get that spring and go,
Right?
allergies. Dang allergies.
The snot balls that drain down the back of your throat. That's just nasty. We won't go there.
I'm hoping that's all it is with the little watch after school. She's been snotty and coughing too this week, but no other.
Yeah, it's definitely
Stay away.
like kind of going
Stay away.
around a little bit. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
So, Kenny, how do you know that spring has sprung in your area? What do you see when you go outside?
Bees and wasps, usually,
Okay.
and and the grass are growing.
For sure, for sure.
Mm.
I'm jealous.
Mowing season again.
I'm jealous because we have 7 inches of snow. Well, not now, but we did.
It's like, you have 7 inches? I got none here.
And I appreciate you guys for all coming in. Raisha, thank you for being a part of our community. I don't care if you're a supporter, a content creator. What matters to me is that you guys all stop in and spend a little time and always say hello to all of us. I think Michael Ann and Kenny can also vouch that you're very grateful for when people stop in your lives as well.
Yep.
So
Some of those days it started up and it's like, okay, where is everybody? Oh no,
Right.
I'm gonna be on my own. And I was like, pop, 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 and everybody's there. Like, yay!
Yeah. You know, what I have to stop and understand too sometimes is that you have a 10 minute delay between YouTube and
Yeah.
StreamYard. So sometimes when I start up and I don't see anybody there, I'm like, uh-oh, did I do the right thing? You know, is it there? Is it not there?
I sent out the link. What happened?
Right. So I am going to go ahead and I am going to put in the chat, this is Michael Ann's Spoiled Mama's link. Guys, if you don't have her, I want you to go over there, watch a little video. If you like what you see, turn that red subscriber gray, ring her notification bell, give it a thumbs up, let her know that I sent you to her channel.
Be much appreciated.
Yes, it sure
much more.
would.
Because that's another sign of spring. I'll be able to get out more and do some more content. Got some ideas coming up.
Yes, yes. And this one is for Ford Man, aka Kenneth Oaks. You guys know what to do for him. If you like what you see, visit his channel, turn that red subscriber gray, give it a thumbs up, leave him a comment, and let him know I sent you too. And then I'm also going to put the Down Under Cruisers in here. Because,
Yeah.
guys, This is a tremendous, great group of people to be with, to visit, to get to know them. If you're not part of this community, you're truly missing out on something special here. So this is the Down Under Cruisers. And then they also have the Helping Hands for Cruising. Let me get to that and I can share that with you as well.
Helping Hands for Cruising is helping send people like Kenny on these cruises.
Yes. And this is the thing that he talked about here is if you know somebody that has never cruised before and you want to give them a recipient for them to possibly get a once in a lifetime chance to go see something, you can send your video of the person you would like to nominate for Helping Hands for Cruising. And they are looking for somebody for next March. And the link to their YouTube channel is the very last one that I posted. Give it a look. If you want their Facebook channel, go to Helping Hands for Cruising. There's a Facebook link for that. If you just type it in Helping Hands for Cruising, it'll pop up. And also the Down Under Cruisers. Hello, John Chalker. Thanks for coming in tonight. Hope all is well with you, sir.
Hey, John.
Let's see. Did I forget anybody, Michael Ann?
I don't think so.
I think that's all good. So there is the list of all of our channels besides me, because if you're here, you're already part of it, and I appreciate you.
Huh? Yeah.
Thank you, Raisha. I really appreciate that.
Much appreciated.
How is Papa doing?
He done all right. He's
Good.
over there watching something. I don't know what he's watching, but he's over here watching something.
Good, good, good.
We actually went out to the store today.
Wow. Guess it is windy in Texas.
Is it? Is it cold? Cold, or is it just windy?
All you can say is it's gray. It's windy and dusty.
Oh. So yeah.
Yeah, I got everything organized in a playlist now. So.
Good, good, good. So, and did you make an all playlist for everything and throw
There's
it into all?
There's still that play all list, which that means that has every video that's on there.
Yeah.
And then I just separated,
Like
made one.
taste test ones to other ones to. Yep. Good for you, Kenny.
Yeah. I put auto mechanic videos and whatever else I can get my hands on videos.
Good, good. Hello. How are you, Mr. Reptile Man?
Hey, Derek's Reptiles.
Hello.
He's got some amazing content of snakes and other things on his channel. I was watching some of that last night. You know, okay, I get the heebie-jeebies from snakes. I'm not going to lie. I'm a girl. What girl doesn't? But seeing some of that stuff was kind of cool.
The pet type reptiles are kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, I would say when I was in Cuba and be sitting there and one of these anoles, the brown ones or the green and blue ones would crawl up the veranda, and it's like, that's cool. Whereas around here we had squirrels, like there were plentiful of squirrels here, If we had squirrels come up, I'd be like, shoo, shoo. But this is cool. Look at that little lizard climbing up.
You know the little like gecko lizards like you see in Florida? The little
Yep.
green ones or the brown ones, like you were saying. So my cousin and we were kind of, I was the older one and he was the younger one. We would used to chase these little lizards all around the yard with a little fishing net. And of course, the fishing net has the bigger holes so it can just hop right through them. But we used to try to chase them around the yard and catch them and put them in this little like bug box. Until one day I said to my aunt, I was like, we need to go to the store. She's like, why? I was like, we need to go to a fish store. She goes, why? I said, because I need a little minnow net. And she's like, for what? I said, so we can go down to the creek and catch minnows. She's like, absolutely not. She goes, there's gators that live in that creek. So then I had to really tell her what it was for. She bought me one. But do you think I could catch them little fast things? Heck no.
They're quick. I watched one channel out of Florida, out of Fort Lauderdale. And it's a couple, and they have a little dog. I think it's like Bichon Frise or something, one of those. It's a little white dog. And they go for a walk, and that thing tries to catch lizards. He tries his darndest, and he's up there looking, and it hasn't caught one. Yeah, he's come about this close, but they scoot so fast, he never catches them.
Yeah. So behind my aunt's house is like a lagoon kind of. And my uncle at the time told me, "Hey Crystal, go out there and get me the hose and bring it around to the front." And of course I'm like, "Sure, I'm a big girl, I can do this." Well, what I thought was the black hose was a black snake from out of the lagoon. I bent down to go pick that thing up, and that thing slithered off real fast. I jumped sky high. I went running to the front yard. I'm like, I can't find the hose. I can't find the hose. And they're like, what's the matter? I was like, there was a snake in the backyard. I can't find the hose. I can't find the hose. My uncle's like, you didn't touch it, did you? I was like, no, no, no. He goes out there. The snake was on the other side of the fence, already coiled up, and was like going to strike at the fence. He's like, are you sure you didn't touch that snake? I was like, I'm positive I didn't touch that snake. So I never, and then the other times we would come out. So their living room, they took like their original screened in porch area and made it a living room with a fireplace and everything. And then they had another like lanai that was all enclosed in a screened in room, and the doors would close. We were sitting out there one time. We watched 4 alligators come out of the lagoon from the back, come right up in the middle of the veranda and just sunbathe out there. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
That's a little too close for comfort, thank you.
It was. My aunt's had them come right up to her chain link fence. They can't come through the fence, obviously, unless they crawl up the fence to come in. But they've come right up to the fence and just kind of sit there and stare at you. I'm like, it won't catch me out there.
I like the little reptiles. So we had a reptile lady come in to our cub pack one night, and it was pretty cool because she brought up various kinds of lizards and stuff, and bearded dragon and little geckos, and then some. I don't know if she brought any snakes. She did bring a couple of tarantulas. It's like, that's fine. They can just crawl. I'm not touching those.
Right.
Put this one little gecko on our hands, and it was just, its little feet were just like velvet, just touching your hands, just crawling along. It's like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Right. So Monday, I normally release a video Monday night. I don't know. I may be releasing the video. I just don't know. I haven't gone out and done it yet. And if it's going to rain all weekend, I'm not going to be able to get a good video. So
Saturday's the higher chance of rain.
Is it? So if we don't release the video on what there is to do around here, I will be releasing a cooking video for everybody to see.
I don't know. It depends on what I decide to make for Sunday dinner, and if things have been taken care of around here by then. There was a
Mama's
small
on
dent put
strike.
in the. There was a small dent put in the issue last night, but there's still 3/4 of it still there.
Gotcha. Netflix? I didn't hit Netflix.
I haven't watched Netflix in so long.
Oh, maybe I did hit Netflix.
I will be in a week. The final episodes of so, Grace and Frankie get released.
There's some really good content on tonight. Well, for me, there is. I'm a big hockey fan. And I have. Where'd it go?
That's something I never could get into.
So, out of all of our teams, now that my home team is out. Hello, Robert. Thanks for coming in. Now that my team is out, my next choice is the Georgia team. And it's
Yeah.
so hard because I have hockey kids that played here that are now all over the place to root for. I just don't know who to root for.
Well, I know. I got into watching hockey because of one family I was a nanny for and their cousins. So there was 4 boys in the one family and 3 boys in the other. So I started watching them, and they were playing the different lower leagues. Well, the one that my son's named after, he started playing Junior C, and then moved up to Junior B. And I was given seasons tickets that year for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
And then he went to the draft for Junior A.
Nice.
He didn't get selected the first year, so he was back playing Junior B. And then the next year we went to the draft, and he got drafted by Niagara Falls Thunder. And then we got traded from Niagara Falls Thunder to the Newmarket Royals. The Newmarket Royals owners were from the team Sarnia, and they became the Sarnia Sting. So
Yeah.
I got to watch him play that season too here. I think they gave me tickets that year for Christmas seasons tickets for. So I watched them that year, and then he got picked up by another, and he ended up going off to. I don't know what the different leagues in the States are. He didn't get picked up by the NHL, but there was a bunch of his teammates that did.
Hi, Tracy.
I know one was Trevor Latowski. He was down in he was down in the south somewhere, southeastern. There's a couple others too. I can't think of their names. But Trevor Latowski ended up back here. He coached the Sting for a while, and he's doing other stuff. It's weird to see these guys that like they would get together after a game, or they would come over to Dustin's house and hang out, and it's like, hey, I know these guys, and they've gone on to play NHL.
Right. So a coworker of my father's who worked at the sheriff department with him, his grandsons, one came right from college and made an NHL debut this year, and
Nice.
the other grandson, he didn't even get to go to college. He went right to the pro league. And then a friend of mine that played juniors here, his brother got presented with a pro contract his junior year of college. He turned it down wanted to finish college. Finished college, got his degree, and got a drafted right away. And he's on, I think it's the St. Louis Blues, I want to say. I'll tell you, hold on. um,
I think Dustin played for
the Columbus
Peoria
Blue
Rivermen?
Jackets. That's who he went to, is the Columbus Blue Jackets. He laid out the biggest defenseman the first game he played against, and he's got an assist and a goal. So that's an honor for a kid freshly right out of college. You know what I mean? Makes you feel good about watching these kids grow up and seeing where they go, you know.
The kids, my goodness, I think Dustin he's in his early 40s now. I wasn't a whole lot older than him though.
Yep.
I mean, less than a decade. But I got kind of hooked because, well, you know, silver stick hockey.
Sure do.
Dustin's parents would go away for a week every year on vacation without kids. It's just them. And the one year they were gone for silver stick.
Uh-huh.
I was going back and forth with these kids over the border to take Dustin to the hockey games and watched a few in McMorrin.
Yeah. And you know, and this is the first year that silver sticks have not gone across the border.
You don't hear so much about it now, especially the last 2 years.
Yeah. So it was pretty, it was different, like, and it has to do with the whole sea stuff. So that's the main reason why nobody could.
Well, even put damper on regular hockey, even the junior hockey, because the league that these guys play in, some of them are teams are in the States, teams are in Canada, so they couldn't.
Yep. Even so, we get a lot of Euros and Slovakians and like from all over the place over there, and it really hurt like the SPHL leagues because it was hard getting visas from other countries for those players to come here to play because they had to go through like a quarantine and they had to go through another thing and then they had to go through another thing and they were looking like 4 to 5 months before they could even get players stateside. So a lot of them went to the European leagues because it was less of a hassle to try to come stateside to play here and take your chances. So they just said, you know, we're not going to do that. We're going to shift it. And so a lot of our key players stayed up all year long. And that's kind of where our guys went, was up to the higher leagues versus, and I'm grateful for that because everybody wants to see a developmental player move on to the next level. They don't care who they are, you know? And then we got our good old baseball team here, the Detroit Tigers.
My mom was a Tigers fan.
And Maggie going for his 3,000 hit series. 3,000 hits. That's phenomenal.
That's funny because my mom was a Tigers fan. My grandmother was a Blue Jays fan.
Yeah. I have a uncle, a great uncle, that is a pitcher for the Boston Red Sox. He played for the Boston Red Sox, and he was he went on after he played the one or 2 years, and he became a lawyer, and he probated Elvis Presley's will when Elvis died.
Cool.
So
I've only ever been to 2 major league ball games. I've been to my first one was when my mom was a Cub leader, and they took their Cubs down to a Tigers game, and they were playing California Angels. I don't remember who won or lost because I was just okay watching it. I wasn't really interested in the game back then.
right.
And then we took our Cubs that I was involved with to Toronto to the Sky Dome to watch a Blue Jays game. And that was sitting way up in nosebleed territory. It's like, yeah. That wasn't that much fun. It's like, couldn't even tell who the players were because they were this big. But yeah, say I've been there anyways.
And then my uncle Skip, my mom's brother, he played for Scories here, and he was a phenomenal pitcher.
Any hockey fans still in the chat? Well, it's interesting too because, like, Dustin get a baby's out way back when. His oldest son, I'm not sure if 2020 or 2021, got drafted by the Sarnia Sting. But I lost touch, and I don't know what happened after that. Whether he played, he decided to hold on a year, or what's going on. So that'd be cool because he could stay with his grandparents here. His grandparents could be his land parents. Hey, Nick B.
Hey, Nick P.
You're a hockey fan, Nick? If so, what team?
Like I said, I don't really have a hockey.
Oh, yeah, go wild.
Hey, Nick, what's going on? The Minnesota Wild. So
I've lost track of how many teams and who the teams are and that.
yeah. Well, guys, I said I was only going to be up here for a good hour. It's been an hour and 13 minutes. I'd like to thank everyone for coming in, saying hello, spending a little time with us. You never know, we may be live again this weekend because we're always wanting to chitter chat. So thank you guys for spending your day or a little bit of time with me. I appreciate you, Michael Ann, and I appreciate you, Ford Man, for coming in. Ashley, you didn't miss much. We talked about hockey and baseball and a little bit of spring lizards and alligators and some snakes, and that was pretty much about it.
Yeah.
So, I did drop the link to those channels that are here with us. Michael Ann Spoiled Mama, Ford Man Kenneth Oaks, the Down Under Cruisers, and the Helping Hands for Cruising. Those links are in the chat.
Hey, Astros.
So if you guys aren't familiar with anybody that you had seen today up on panel, go check out their channels. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, give them some thumbs up, ring that notification bell, and let's help get them to those 500 subscriber mark. That'd mean the world to me. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching. and have a beautiful weekend.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Guys.